So a couple of days ago I was on an overnight coach back from London. I'd been there on very official business, had a personal meeting with the Queen. It was all very prestigious. I was on this coach and I woke up, it was around 6 AM, 6:30 maybe. We were driving along and I just so happened to be on the coach, which takes the route that drives along by the sea, the coast. Not all of the coaches do that. The sun just happened to be rising. There just happened to be the most incredible of sunrises, and it really was the most magnificent thing, and in the most, synchronistic, serendipitous of ways. The driver just so happened to be the only coach driver I've ever had who was playing the radio. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe he just fancied a bit of a jam as he was cruising along. The wheels on the bus go round and round. I mean, they weren't playing that song. The song that was actually on was Flashdance. So basically we were driving along the coast and there was this really nice sunrise, and What a Feeling was playing on the radio, and it was just a really nice moment. Subsequent to that there was a talky bit because it was just after the Oscars had happened. This great feeling got even better when I discovered that my main man, the one and only Mr. Leonardo Di Caprio, had finally won his long-deserved Oscar. And it was that very crucial piece of news that inspired me to make this vlog for you today. I mean, it did actually inspire me to make this vlog for you when I was on the coach, but that didn't happen. So here we are a few days later, making this vlog. Basically what I wanted to say was that I genuinely had begun to believe that Leo would, I'm on first name, nickname terms with him, obviously, Leo, my man Leo. I'd genuinely begun to believe that he was never going to win, and it was not because he doesn't deserve to, it's just because it's the narrative, right? It's the story, it's what we all kind of know. It's the, Leonardo DiCaprio has never won an Oscar. Leonardo DiCaprio never wins the Oscars. Every single time he goes and he's nominated and he's like, yes, edge of my seat. Like, that Wolf of Wall Street moment where he's all pumped up and he's gonna win this time, but he doesn't, he never does. And it was more than just a meme, like there were all the various internet posts as there always are, but it was more than just that. Like, it was the narrative, it was just the truth that Leo never wins an Oscar. And I began to believe that, this truth was so culturally accepted that it was never gonna change. But you know what? It did. This was the year that fate finally changed, and Leonardo DiCaprio finally won his Oscar. And I think there's a very important message in that he changed the narrative. Like, he had this thing going for years, literally years, I think possibly even decades, where he just never won. But this time he changed it. Like, he flipped that around, and now he is finally like the winner that he deserves to be. And I believe that can be true for all of us, obviously on a bit of a smaller scale than the Oscars perhaps, but like, we always carry these really limiting beliefs with us, these kind of narratives that we tell ourselves, like, oh, this always happens, or I am never gonna be able to do this, or I never do this because every single time I come across this obstacle, like, I always fail my exams. Every time I've tried this exam, I always fail, so I'm always gonna fail, or like, I am doomed to this particular narrative. But if Leo winning an Oscar has proven anything, it's that you can absolutely change that narrative. And so I just thought I would leave you with that little message today. Like, what are the limiting beliefs that you are carrying around with you, and how can you change them? Because believe me, you can change them. And I'm setting you that challenge right now. Right now, I challenge you to a duel, to go out and to change your narrative, to say, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm not gonna have it anymore. Like, I went to a business seminar yesterday, the sorts of people who get paid to tell you that you can do anything. Like, oh, don't put a ceiling on your goals, on your beliefs, on your motives. Don't tell yourself these stories. Basically what I'm telling you now, like, you know, don't limit your belief system. They're the sorts of people that get paid, that make a living telling people that stuff, you know, sitting people in a room, in a big conference room, with, you know, the motivational music on, like, dum 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 dum, like, you walk in the room like, yes, I am powerful, I can achieve anything, and they get paid to tell you that you can do anything that you set your mind to in life. And you know what they did? They told me I couldn't do something. I tried to apply for one of their programs, but not really having any money, but I was like, you know what, I will move to London right now, I will work for you cleaning your floors to, you know, kind of join and become part of this experience, because I believe that it will be beneficial to me in the long run. And they were like, no, what are you doing? You're an idiot, don't try to do these things if you're broke, go get a job. Literally, the people who spent 2 hours preaching that, you know, trading time for money is a ridiculous concept, and job stands for just over broke, and, you know, don't be daft, why are you doing these things, don't be part of the rat race, then turned to me and said, go get a job. Just but you know what, that was the final stand for me. I've been backed up against this wall. The wall's actually back there, I'm not against the wall, there's a bed in the way. There's a bed frame in the way. This is kind of the last straw for me. If anything gets me fired up and determined, it's people telling me that I can't do something. So now I'm gonna go and do it and be like, screw you guys. But yeah, basically, that's all I've got to say to you today. Another example of the narrative being changed. I've been on YouTube for 7 years now, bit of a dinosaur in that really. But last year I decided I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, ugh, screw YouTube, I'm done, I'm beyond that now. But this year I feel like coming back. So this is my comeback. Ooh, raise the roof. Roof's up there, I didn't actually raise it. But yeah, the prodigal son returns, as it were. How have you been? I hope you've been doing good. Leave some nice comments about your fine selves. How have you been? What did you have for breakfast this morning? What are the important limiting beliefs and narratives that you have about yourself that you want to change in like a positive way? You got this good thing in life. You know what narrative you should change? The fact that you're not subscribed to me, I mean, unless you are. Subscribe, tell your friends, because Aaron's back. Tell a friend, Shady's back. Aaron, yeah. The real Aaron Shady stood up and is back. So tell a friend to subscribe. Leave some like ratings, because it boosts my ego. And comments, I've already said that one. Yeah. That's about it, I think. Also, guess what else is back? The wallpaper. Bob, if you're watching, the walls are back. I'm in my room again. It's not killing me anymore, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, that's really good. Look at that. New room, kind of. New old room. New old videos. Like, I'm back on the old channel, Les Miserables one. And yeah, we're fired up. Ready to start some businesses, make some dollar bills, make it rain, and change the world. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to change the world, and I'm going to document it with this camera, and I'm going to let you be part of this journey, because I think that'd be a nice thing. You can be on this journey of success with me, like DJ Khaled, ride with me on the journey to more success. Another one. Major key. Subscribe. Bye.